Hey guys, and welcome back. And if you're new here, thanks so much for joining us today. So today is day 23 of RV Cooking with Angie. It was a travel day. So we're eating a little late. We did break our fast on the road, but now it's time for our main meal of the day. It's 7 o'clock. And I have ground beef defrosted. So I kind of wanted to get a little creative, but at the same time, keeping this super easy. Don't want to make picadillo. I've made that already with you guys and don't want the headache of meatloaf right now or albondigas. Maybe another day we'll make albondigas together. Meatballs. I'm going to make mac and beef. Easy peasy. And we're going to do it all in one pot so that I don't dirty too many dishes. And we're going to keep it simple. Let me show you my ingredients and let's get to cooking. So I've got a little under a pound of ground beef. I bought the 5 pound row and I cut it into 6 pieces. So it's just under a pound. It's about 14 ounces or so. So that's defrosted. I have some macaroni elbows. I have some Rio's marinara sauce. We have some cheese, onion, and garlic. And I'll be seasoning the beef with this wood-fired garlic. That's it. It's basically a smoky garlic flavor. Yeah, so let me go ahead and start browning the meat with the seasoning. And while that's browning, I'm going to go ahead and dice up about half of the onion, probably about 5 cloves, and then we'll throw that in with the beef as well. All right, we've got some fire going. You waving at me? Okay. We've got some fire going, and let's go ahead and drop this ground beef in there. And we will go ahead and season. Let's start breaking it up. Okay, while we let that brown, I'm going to go ahead and start working on the onions and the garlic. So let's go ahead and scoot this over. As a matter of fact, let me just make it wide angle, makes it easier. Because I'm going to split this section here for me to chop. So that's what I need right now. Save the other half for another meal, another day. This is garbage. And now my garlic. Got to take it out of this little wrapping. That seasoning smells amazing. That's going to give the beef such a nice flavor. I'm going to dice these up pretty chunky as well, just because we like the bites of garlic in it. I'll go ahead and throw out my garbage. I'll be right back. The beef is almost fully cooked. There's just a few pieces as I chop it up that I see that the middle's still a little reddish. So I'm going to go ahead and throw this stuff in, the onions and the garlic, so they can start caramelizing with all of that rendered fat as well. Give it a nice stir. I'm going to wait for that beef to be fully cooked and those onions to be caramelized before I basically dump my sauce and some extra water in there. All right, so this is smelling amazing. The beef is fully cooked through. The onions, the edges are translucent. The middle is still a little whitish, so it'll have a bite to it, but I'm gonna keep cooking because I'm gonna add sauce. I'm gonna add liquid. I'm gonna add the elbows because this is gonna be a one pot meal. I'm not boiling the elbows separately. So I think we are good to go to add our sauce, which I'm gonna add the entire jar of the Rios if I can only get it open. Hold on one moment. My grandmother used to hit the with the back of a knife around the edge, and that would help her open it. And I took after her and started doing the exact same trick. Ta-da! All right, so in goes the sauce. I am gonna rinse out the jar with water so that I can throw basically the equivalent, a jar of water in here. But go ahead and gather up all the good stuff that are in here too. I don't want to waste it. Got a jar full of water. I'm gonna stir it. And I have the box of elbow macaroni. I just transferred it into this because this I stack my stuff in. So I will be throwing the entire box of elbow macaroni in here. I don't remember how much it was. I think 16 ounces. That's going in. I'm going to stir it. I'm going to cover it. Well, I'm going to stir it. I'm going to wait for it to boil, and then I'm going to cover it, and we're going to set a timer for about 25 minutes. I have to turn up the heat again if I want it to start boiling. So let me turn that up. Just because that seasoning smells so amazing, I'm going to go ahead and add more of it since the water is probably going to dilute the flavor. There we go. Delish. Want those elbows to soak up all of this flavor. I'm going to wait until I see some bubbles on this, and then we're going to reduce the heat a little bit and cover it. We've got some bubble action. So I'm going to go ahead and cover, and I'm going to reduce this to about a medium. And we are going to tell our trusty Alexa, set a timer for 25 minutes. 5 minutes, starting now. Okay. She said it. I was like, okay, the internet is spotty at this new campground. I'm glad she got it. I already set that to a medium. We are going to just sit back and wait. As a matter of fact, no, I'm not going to sit back and wait. I'm going to go ahead and we have 2 breadsticks, garlic breadsticks. So I'm going to throw this in the oven for about 10 minutes. And do you want a salad? You do? Doing more work. Just greens. Just greens. All right, let's throw this in the oven and whip up a little salad for her. All right, so I am so tempted to open that pot, but I want to trust the process. I don't want to open it. I want to let it cook. I want to make sure that those noodles get soft. So I'm not messing with it. The garlic bread is already in, and I went ahead and just whipped her up a basic salad. It is spring mix with tomatoes and cucumbers. That's it. I think I'll be adding some EVOO and vinegar to it because we don't have. Do you want ranch dressing? Yes to the ranch or yes to the EVOO and vinegar? The last few times we made these garlic sticks, I think they're the HEB brand. They don't taste like garlic. They don't taste like butter or anything. So before they get fully cooked, I don't want the bottom to burn. I'm gonna pop them out. I'm gonna cut them in half, and I'm gonna put some minced garlic inside of them, and then pop it back in so that that garlic can get nice and infused. Right, let's give this a shot. I am gonna go ahead and cut these baby open a little. Awesome sauce. Let's go ahead and add in some of this garlic paste. And smear that. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to add a little bit of butter to that. Let's go ahead and just dollop some butter. In here. Let's put it back inside the oven. Alexa, how much time left on my timer?
9 minutes and 30
9
minutes.
minutes.
25 minutes.
I know she says I have 9 minutes left, but I'm antsy and I'm nervous because I've never really done it as one pot. So we're going to check it out. Let's see if it does need more time or not and do a little taste test. Okie dokie. So let's take this off. It looks like almost all of the liquid is already gone. Let's give it a stir. I think we're good. They look tender. All the liquid's gone. Not even at the bottom there's any. So thank God I decided to open this. So not 25 minutes. Subtract 9 from 25. Let's grab a couple of these noodles and make sure that they are tender. There's nobody, well, I like al dente. Do you guys like al dente? Lou doesn't like al dente. Let's try this. Taste test. They're super soft. They're super tender. Okay, so one last thing. I am going to, let me flip this around. I am going to smother it with this Colby Jack cheese so that the top layer can get nice and melty. I'm going to stir some in and then top it. So yeah, about half the packet I'm going to stir in, and then the other half of the packet I'm going to top it. Stir that in. It's already all melty inside. Oh, this is going to be so good. And now I'm going to top it. I'm going to cover it, and the steam will basically melt the cheese. Cover that. I'm actually going to turn it off. And let's give that about 5 minutes for it to finish melting. Alexa, cancel 25-minute timer.
25-minute timer canceled.
Set a 5-minute timer.
5 minutes. Starting now.
I'm not recording. I wasn't recording. I came to turn it off. Okay, so I don't remember what's the last clip. I'm pretty sure I shared the cheese with you guys. I moved the camera so that I can take the bread out, which it looks fantastic. Let me show it to you guys. I don't want to, hold on, let me see if I can flip it some more. Oh, you know what? Duh. There we go. That is full of butter and garlic inside. We're just waiting for the 5 minutes for the cheese on top of the pasta to melt, and then it's time to serve. And we're done, guys. Let's come take a peek at this beautiful cheesy mac and beef one pot. I'm going to go ahead and serve, take a thumbnail picture, and me and Lou will both give you a little taste test. So yes, I did doctor up the bread. I partially cooked it, split it down the middle, added that garlic paste into it, and added more butter into it. And I was like, okay, now it should taste like garlic bread.
I can't wait to try it. What you guys don't know is she told you we're in a different campground. She drove all the way here, just by herself, all the way here. Not by herself, we were in the car. And now she's cooking. So after driving, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours, she made this. So.
Yeah, we left at 10 and we got here at 3:10.
Mm-hmm.
And then we spent 2 hours setting up because we wanted all the patio stuff done.
I like doing everything. That way we don't have to think about it anymore.
Yeah. All right, so let's try this.
I can't wait.
I've been telling her for a couple of days now that I had this in mind that I wanted to make this.
Mm-hmm.
That beef. And the sauce isn't heavy, which is great because the noodles absorbed it.
Mm.
So it's not really tomatoey.
No.
It has like the perfect amount of sauce. Like it has the flavor of the sauce.
Right, so it's not soupy, which, if you guys don't know by now, I don't like anything soupy unless it's soup. But it still has that essence of the sauce without it being soupy.
Mm-hmm.
And the flavor is amazing.
The flavor's totally on point.
Mm-hmm.
That seasoning, I'm sure you can use any seasoning, but that seasoning that I used for the beef and then also topped off for the noodles, is everything.
And then like the cheese, can you see that? The cheese is awesome.
Yeah, I mixed in half the bag with the noodles and then I put the other half on the top so that it would get melty on the top and look pretty.
It's sort of like a big ziti.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's a way of looking at it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's sort of like that.
I'm going to try this bread.
Yeah,
since it's
good idea.
up. I should sprinkle some salt on it.
Way better.
Way better. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
you guys saw how easy it was to make this. Minimal ingredients. Really fast. What is 25 subtract 9?
Subtract 9 to 16.
So 16 minutes to cook this. Well, at least once we put the pasta in it. The ground beef, I would say probably took like an extra
Not we.
5.
Not we.
It took like an extra 5. And then the prep time was just a couple minutes to chop that garlic and onions. So not a big deal.
So this is.
And only one pot dirty. That's it. If you enjoyed making this with me, please give me a big thumbs up. I love to hear your comments down below. What are some creative or quick things that you do with pasta? Because I'm all about trying something new. If you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. We have about a week left of cooking videos before we share our travels. We're currently in Texas. We'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. One more bite. Because this is good. I can't believe you're adding parm.
Oh my God, why not? I love cheese. Are you kidding me?